Forgot the what?
Yeah, I forgot. Mic.
Audio?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just, I'm just saying nothing.
Yeah, so we were
nobody
just
can
saying
hear
I think
anything?
so. Yeah.
All right, let's
Now
start
they
again.
can hear us.
Hey, that was a test run.
Yeah.
Welcome, folks. What the feck? WFILP radio. Oh, no. We're in Colorado, so it'd be KFLIP radio or something like that. Whatever. What the fact? Welcome. Weekly question and answer show. Flipside music. Great American Guitar Store. I'm here with
Dylan.
Sorry we missed you guys last week. I was in New York, so...
And we're sliding in today because we had a... Wow, wait, it's all sunny now.
We
We had a pretty epic storm just a few minutes ago.
Just a few minutes ago, so we're kind of... It was a little hit and miss.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of rain in Colorado this year. We've had more rain so far this year than we had all of last year.
Yes.
All of last year. So it was... We were kind of concerned that we were going to...
Well, yeah, it seemed like we were getting baseball-sized hail warnings.
Yeah, last night they had they had golf ball size hail at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
And people were just getting pelted. Like, guy broke his leg. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I think, he got caught in because apparently it looked like a waterfall going down the stairs, so.
Yeah. So anyway.
Pretty crazy.
So we missed last week. We're here this week. We're going to just kind of shoot the breeze, mess around with this classic Boss pedal that we picked up a wee bit ago. And that's basically it. I'm playing a little catch up this week. Like I said, just coming back from New York. So, getting back on track as far as the building stuff.
Well, we got paint in the driveway now, at least.
Yeah,
That's one step.
We have parking blocks in yellow paint and handicap space and a couple of bollards in the front. So, we're closer.
Yeah, it's at least a step.
Right. So we're a little closer. We'll see. We're still working hard on trying to get everything done. We'll see what happens with the city. Obviously, we'll let you guys know next week. I would love to have wonderful news.
Yeah.
Next week.
But yeah, it's still obviously been a lot of hurrying up to wait, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we get there pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's kind of the quick and down and dirty update.
The nitty gritty.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, say hello to everybody that's here. It looks like Dastardly Dave. We haven't moved the thing yet. We're getting there.
Yeah,
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's part of my game plan for what we need to get done here at the shop. Anyway, so I see Janice Lala's in there, and Jeff Egan, Stargazer, Dastardly Dave, Paul McNary's in here. All the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Which is good.
All right.
Yeah, what do you got?
Me?
Yeah, you got something?
No, I was trying to think of if anything guitar related specifically came up this week. Oh yeah, we do have Universal Audio rolling in tomorrow. You said, right?
Yep. Just so you guys know, if anybody needs an aux box or basically
I'm
almost anything.
Yeah, I'm very excited to play, especially their new round of pedals. We should have some of those too. So
yeah,
I'm excited to try their stuff.
And it's been a long, probably the longest process that I've had to deal with in opening
for
a
a buy-in.
dealership for a buy. Yeah, it's been like months.
Yeah.
And it's
it's good stuff, but it
just took a little bit of time, and it's like,
yeah,
this is why is it taking so long to get this done?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Dastardly Dave says radial soon.
We do need to get more of it in.
Is Dave waiting on a ABY?
He was waiting. I think it's in the cogs. Yeah, it's on the order, but yeah, I don't think we received any of that stuff yet.
Okay, Dave, I'll check on that for you. I know we put an order in.
Yeah,
but some companies are still running a little bit, a bit behind, or they have back orders on certain things. Like we just got Reunion Blues cases are coming in, and they've been on back order for a bit, so we're finally getting some of those back in too. So.
Well, I do feel like we have had slower stuff when it does come, even with Canada, I feel like stuff's been a little slower than it used to be.
Yeah, I think we're still feeling some of the effects of stuff, but, we're getting there.
Yeah.
It's all getting cleared up. I see Eric Lutinger. Eric Lutinger got here from Texas Toast Guitars and Dylan Talks Tone. Welcome. We appreciate you coming and checking us out as we kind of start out this Thursday guitar extravaganza.
Prime time.
Bam. So it starts with us for an hour.
I need like a firework. Oh, that, and we're gonna get Wolf in here at some point. I'm gonna record at least a few little wolfisms, yeah, for the quick buttons. Like, especially the other day, like we were going through like a bunch of pedals, and he was just like shooting off his like his little intermittent reviews,
explanations.
Yeah, and he's like, you plug it in, it goes to shit. Yeah, and he's like, you sound like shit.
Yeah, so Wolfgang is one of our longtime
I can't
customers.
do a German accent worth shit.
Yeah, longtime customers, and he's from Germany, so he's got a thick German accent, and he's hysterical because he's got zero filter.
Well, he was trying to say something about an S, but it kept sounding like he was saying ass.
Yeah.
So it sounded like he was telling Goots that he sounded like ass, but it was a good time.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun when he's in the shop.
But yeah, I definitely need a soundboard full of Wolf stuff.
Wolfisms, because he's got a lot of. It's pretty funny too the way he explains pedals, and then if he doesn't like somebody, he goes fucking John Mayer, fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
He hates John Mayer, but then he'll say a pedal. He goes, you know what that pedal goes. Woo, woo.
Yeah, his pedal descriptions. Yeah.
Like he's like. It's just so funny the way he kind of describes some stuff. So
yeah, his not really verbalisms, but it's
vocalizations.
His vocalizations, yeah, of how the pedals sound. Oh, there's Ben. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben Coombs is in here. What's happening, buddy?
Yeah. Looked like he had some stuff going on lately in terms of.
Hey, Jeff's got a question. Want to grab that?
Oh, Jeffrey Egan. Can you daisy chain pedals in the amp effects loop? In terms of power, I'm assuming is what you're asking, and yeah, I mean, as long as you're not getting any excess noise, it should be fine. I mean, daisy chaining in terms of power is just fine, and then, I mean, a lot of people put like pretty lengthy, signal chains in the effects loop. The nice thing about the effects loop is actually that it does reduce. It's kind of like having a buffer on, essentially. Yeah. It reduces how intense the signal is going out. So usually when it goes through pedals, it ends up being a little bit cleaner, especially with the way it's situated between your preamp and your power amp. So usually it's a good way to go for any of your time-based stuff. But as long as you're not getting any noise, it should be fine.
Should be good.
I think there was something else. There's Paul. Did we say hi to Paul already?
Paul McNary? Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the usual group.
Pretty much. The local players are all, or the normal players are all here. So,
it seems like there was some guitar-related news while you were gone, and I can't remember what it was, but it would have been, if it comes back to me, I'll cut it out.
I feel like there's something, I don't remember either.
Yeah,
it's been a long week.
Yeah, well, it has been a long week.
Month, actually.
Yeah,
this whole month. For somehow it's the 22nd. It's already the 22nd, and it's like, how did it? We're already halfway through the year. How did this even happen?
I know, yeah, that part is unbelievable.
So hopefully we'll be getting into this place soon enough. But
okay, so Jeff was following up with: do you go from the send to the send in each pedal, or send to return in each pedal? No, you would kind of do it just like a normal signal chain. So like let's say you were going to do a chorus, a delay, and a reverb, and they were all going to be in your effects loop. You would essentially go out from the send of the amp into the chorus, which would then, normal signal chain, then into the delay, then into the reverb, and then finally from the reverb out, that will go back to the return of the effects loop. And that should be how it goes. In terms of the power, I mean, the daisy chain part of it, usually I always try to kind of go in order of the daisy chain. Like I usually don't try to skip any of them. I don't think that really makes a difference. I don't know why I'm like.
I don't think it makes a difference either.
I don't think it does.
I think it works more because of the length of space you have in between.
Well, there's that and
than anything else.
Yeah, and if just in case the current draws higher on stuff, I always just keep it like closer to the termination point.
Or the start point.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Where the two interlink. I usually try to use like the first 3 or 4 instead of using like the last 3 or 4.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Cool. So Ben Coombs says that he got a Nobles ODR Mini today.
Sweet, that's a good.
Haven't tried? He hasn't tried it yet. So just so you know, the Minis have a little bit more low end to them.
Yeah.
Than the regular ones.
A little woofier.
A little woofier. I got both, and I kind of prefer the larger one because it has a bass cut in it, and you can take out some of that, especially if you're playing with a lower or smaller amp. Because I've been using my Pro Junior a lot for stuff, just because it's grab and go, it's easy, and it gets woofy with that small speaker in it. It's only got a 10 in it,
Oh,
so it gets a little, it can get flubby.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's woofy through certain amps.
Yeah.
Although, I would think the Mini through like a Vox would actually be a really good combo.
It
Because like
could-
the
it's
Vox
gonna-
wouldn't
it's
have
gonna-
all that low end to deal with, so it's like you wouldn't be doing low end on top of low end. It would just kind of be
Adding,
yeah,
giving you what you need.
adding some thickness. It'd be like cornstarch to your Vox. Your Vox is the gravy.
cornstarch
It's the
slurry.
cornstarch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Vox is your gravy. The pedal is your cornstarch. There you go.
There you go. But it's a great sounding pedal. I mean, you're gonna dig it. There's a reason they're popular.
Yes. Actually,
So, like I
that'd
said,
be
I
sweet
bought
to have
a
an
ton-
overdrive pedal too, called the thickener. Why isn't that used yet?
We just do all food-based stuff.
Yeah, the Flipside thickener.
Chef Flipside's
Thickener.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thickener.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
how you
like
gotta
really
say
just
it.
thickener.
Just make it as creepy.
Just really thickener.
Just make it as
Yeah.
creepy as possible. All right. So what Eric said, the new guy, Eric, the new guy.
So he bought a Telecaster 6-saddle bridge. Once installed, the saddle sat at 26.5 inches, I'm assuming, instead of 25.5. It was a fender part over here. So I'm assuming he's saying that the scale length somehow, once installed, made it go to 26.5 instead of 25.5.
So was there no room to move it? Because on a Tele, you should have, your saddle should be able to have some travel distance in it.
Well,
Or,
and
you know what I mean?
yeah, and it would have to, because that's really far. If the saddle,
That would be sitting.
it's like you'd be
all the way
measuring
back.
from because the scale length would be from the nut to the saddle edge.
Yeah.
So if it was an inch back, like that's pretty far.
Well, no, he's not saying it's an inch.
Well, yeah, if you're
Oh,
saying
no, it
measured
is
out
an
to
inch.
26.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
A whole inch?
Yeah, that's what
Holy
I'm saying.
shit.
Like, yeah, so he's saying the scale was off and there wasn't enough screw travel. So it's like if that's the case, that's really
Wow.
far.
So,
So no, I can't say I've heard of that, but
okay, so I bought a Telecaster 6-saddle bridge.
like a half
So,
inch would.
What
sound
bridge
about right.
was it? What'd you get? I'm just curious. Because, I mean, I certainly would send it back, but that's very odd. Because maybe it was. Was he said it was a fender part?
That's what he said, yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
He said could be from-
Possible.
But again,
But
yeah,
still, you're-
would that cause it to be set back further? I mean, like, because
Well, usually what they do with the baritone, though, is the neck. They kind of.
well, yeah, the
they
neck's longer,
manipulate-
but the
And I don't know if
saddle,
they do that with the saddle too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like maybe that's how they make the baritone. Because I don't think I've ever
like a little bit longer neck and a
Yeah,
little,
a little
bit
bit-
further and a little bit further back on the bridge or something.
yeah, where it bolts in. Because I've never parts castered
a baritone.
a baritone,
Yeah.
so could be. I'd have to look into it because that doesn't. I mean, usually if it's a Fender part,
Well, and
It
even like
should
a,
just drop,
a
be
half,
a
like
drop
a
in.
quarter inch to a half inch of play sounds about right, but a full inch is
a full
like,
inch
that's a lot.
that seems off.
Yeah, because like you are a half inch away from baritone scale at that
Yeah.
point.
So that's just
Yeah.
it seems very odd, and I don't know how they do that. So that's kind of interesting.
If you somehow have the money to keep it, I sort of am curious what it sounds like. Because I'm like, you put some thick strings on that, and if it sort of rides the line in between
Yeah.
baritone and not, like that could be a pretty fun, like doomstick.
It could kind of be fun.
Yeah.
So Jeff Egan said sometimes the parts for overseas made Fenders are different than American or Mexican made ones. That's true, but it's usually configuration and not necessarily like where the screws are, the screw
What's the
placement.
place? Yeah, because like that's an
Usually
inch.
where the difference
That's a
is.
lot. Yeah.
On Mexican and American stuff, it's usually where they place the bolts or where they place the
So he said
screws.
it
and
was
stuff.
from Fender and it was a $65 part. So it was probably one of just their standard bridges, but have it. Yeah, again, I don't know why it would go so far back unless.
So is it just a regular standard Telecaster?
Yeah, and I guess what kind of bridge is it? Like one of the full plate bridges, or is it just one of like the pickup bridges?
Right, like like just a small saddle or small bridge. That's interesting. I've never heard of that happening.
Not that far, no.
Not I mean a whole inch. Yeah, it seems like
Seems
like a lot.
excessive.
Full plate.
So it was a full plate. Okay.
Went back
See,
to
because
three
that's
barrel.
even more confusing. Because a full plate would have less there's less shit to go wrong in terms of placement with a full plate.
It's just
where it is.
it sits where it sits.
Yeah.
Because you have to because of the
Right.
all of the bits.
Yeah.
Because of the pickups and all that stuff, it should just sit right there. It's going to drop right in. That's
Yeah,
very odd.
Maybe it was a baritone or something weird. I don't know. That is strange, but that would sort of make sense because like with a neck, you'd only have to make the neck about an inch to a half inch longer, and then if you had the bridge that set everything back about an inch.
That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is that a thing?
Yeah.
So I thought they just changed the neck, and that's where they, when you.
Well, yeah, because that does bring up the point of baritone tellies are not different. They're like the body is not a different size, so like it really would come down to just what you're putting on it, not really the size of the body. So. And he said the mounting holes were right; it just sat wrong. Yeah, I do wonder if it was for a baritone. Then he's probably right with the first kind of, because that just sounds really, really weird if it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a good mystery.
Yeah, email me the part number,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can look it up on Fender's website and see if they're what. Yeah, if you get a chance, email me at info@flipside-music.com because you got me curious now.
Yeah,
Because I'd like to see if there was something that maybe they didn't explain,
Right.
or something. Because that happens sometimes where they don't tell you all the information, and you order something, and you're like, oh, well, it would have been nice to know this.
right. Alrighty, well,
All right, we want to play this thing.
yeah,
over there?
we could mess around with that for a bit, and then if you guys got any questions about this or anything else, obviously go ahead and throw it out there. Oh, he said he's just gonna send you the part.
You can send me the part if you want to, man. We'll figure. Trust me, anything that's telly related, I'll take it. But that's $65, man. Return it. Get your
Yeah, I was
money
gonna
back.
say, yeah, try to, because usually most companies are. I mean, if the packaging's but still, most companies are still pretty flexible about parts as long as nothing's been damaged. It just depends on
Yeah,
how well the install went, I guess.
yeah. $65 is $65, man.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're gonna do this.
You go ahead and tune first, and then I'll make sure. So you guys can't quite see off camera in terms of signal chain.
Oh, is
All
this
I
a
have.
drop?
Oh well, yeah, that one's in C actually. Do you want to do bass or do you want to do guitar? I can.
Oh well, I thought
we can do
thought
bass.
that was what you brought it here for.
No, Jake and I were playing. He just happened to put it there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that you had it planned.
No.
This
It could
is
be
a
cool
nice
though.
bass,
It is nice. Although my speakers might not like that as much.
You can
Yeah,
keep
let's.
it low.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah. Let me click a few things on.
Yeah, we'll get things fired up.
So yeah, it would be C, F, A sharp, D sharp.
Yeah, I just checked.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's good enough.
Okay.
So, along with this stuff too, we're working at trying to figure out a better solution for playing and being able to talk at the same time. So that way you guys can actually hear our reaction when we're testing something out. Because it kind of blows when we just go silent. It's like it's cool to play, but you guys don't get a chance to actually get our initial reaction.
Well, yeah. The
So-
only way to really do it's gonna either be like headphones or something along those lines. I mean, we might be able to do it with lapels, but even then, I still think if we have anything in the room, it might be. But we'll figure.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do a little testing. We'll call on our Canadian tester.
Yeah, there's Terry.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was
he's
gonna
one
say
of our-
because I was
yeah.
gonna say Terry's actually one in particular that's wanted us to figure that out
Yeah.
for a bit. So.
But I think we can
I'll-
call Terry or.
Well, yeah, because I could always hop on a stream with Terry when he's
Yeah,
not doing
or
something.
Ben.
And, yeah, and see if it's see if it's working as intended.
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah, let me go ahead and switch over. I'll make sure the audio's good.
I got
And
no,
actually, I should probably have wanted. It doesn't need that much delay.
I got no volume here either.
I know it's like,
Oh, we're still on.
yeah, it's not ready.
We're still in tuner mode.
Okay.
Tuna. Still in tuna mode.
Although, actually, I did click that on, so it should be. And your volume was up when it was going into here. I don't think I unplugged anybody, did I? No, that's good. That's good. Main effect's good. That's the out. Volume should be good over there. I don't think I was doing just DI out. Okay. What did I fuck up? No, you're good. You were getting signal there. Must be the way I plugged this guy in.
That's out and like normal, right?
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
'cause
folks.
the input's over. Well, we didn't have enough time for me to test this before we popped in here. It should be the output because yeah, it does have a.
Is it? Yep.
Powered. Yeah, because that would just power the whole thing off. What the hell happened?
It's always something.
I know, it is always something.
Everything's plugged in, right?
Yeah.
This guy?
And
Is that guy? Is that a problem?
Oh, that wasn't all the way in? Okay,
There we
that's
go. See? It wasn't all the way in.
fine. Alright. There we go. That's actually pretty good.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
that's cool. Oh, that's actually boosting it a bit. Alright.
They can't hear me playing, right?
No, not yet. Alright.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys think? Dylan's gonna do a little baritone. C tuning. I think that sounded pretty cool with the bass. I mean, it's got definitely got some doomy bits going on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's funny. Terry's trying to tell me to put it on. I was gonna say it'll just end up feeding back, so that won't be good for anybody. That's what I'm saying. Like with the condenser, it's just not.
Well, the condenser picks up everything.
Yeah, and no, it does not have a fuzz with the chorus. That was the Demogorgon I threw on there.
Yeah, because we need fuzz, you know.
Yeah.
So everybody needs a little fuzz in their life.
All right, let me check tuning real quick, and then I'll pop back in the view.
You're in view.
Sort of.
Just half view.
Half view. Half Dylan.
Half Dylan, half Demogorgon.
I guess we can try it and see. I mean, I guess if that's not too bad, but it's interesting. It's a lot more affected.
What's
Like
that?
on guitar, I feel like
No,
I'm
on
hearing that a
guitar-
lot
yeah.
more on the guitar than I was on bass.
Yeah, you're definitely getting more of that. He's saying you can hear the voices with no feedback, so.
So you can hear no feedback. I mean, as long as you guys can hear the guitar and it's not like peaking, I guess that's fine because the mic is like right next to the cab.
I'm peeking! Well, depending on the setting you got on that might be directionalized and it's not quite catching all of what's going on there. Everybody says it sounds fine. Great, now you can hear us too. You can definitely hear more. So keep going. I think it sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That gives it a little bit more. That gives it a little bit of drive right there too. It's almost to clipping.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if it's work, then I don't have to sit over there and monitor that as bad.
Watch, as soon as you sit here, it's
I know,
all, it's all
yeah.
Yeah, this has definitely got that old school chorus flavor to it. That sounds cool. With like the rate all the way down.
Oh, it's almost like a flange.
Yeah. That's sick too. So that's the settings that the previous owner had.
Which we should mention apparently was James Taylor, but we don't know. That's what the bottom of it says. We just can't prove that.
Yeah, the
so.
bottom says James Taylor.
Yeah.
We don't know. Could we have a couple weird famous things? You guys know that we have the Univibe that could have been played by Jimi Hendrix. We got that. We also have a Telecaster in the store that was the guy that wrote Summer Breeze make me feel fine, going with the jasmine in my mind.
I don't know if I know that.
It's a 70s classic.
Okay.
You weren't around.
Well, I know some 70s classics.
I think that
Maybe
was
just
the,
not
I
that
think that
one.
was the one. I think that was. Oh no, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that guy. It was the guy that wrote the song about the horse that died in the fucking winter storm.
Sad Dead Horse.
I can't remember my brain.
John Denver?
No, it wasn't John Denver. John Aurora.
John Aurora.
John Aurora is like
Yeah.
discount John Denver.
Yeah, he's just on the suburb.
Yeah, he's a suburb songwriter. Yeah, discount John Denver.
Let me
Yeah, Seals and Croft for Summer Breeze. It's the guy with the and they called it Wildfire. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Michael Murphy, Wildfire. That's the guy.
Okay.
We got his Telecaster at the shop. It's a 1974 Tele Deluxe. We haven't
Oh,
put it-
yeah.
We haven't
Now I
put
know
it-
what you're talking about.
Yeah, we haven't put it up on the
Okay.
site yet, but it's going to go up probably Monday at the latest. I got to get that squared away. But we have his guitar, and it's possible that he wrote Wildfire with that guitar. Hard to determine, because who the hell knows? But could have been. That sounds good. Now you just need to play a James Taylor song. I got you.
It's kind of weird on octave with the fuzz.
It sounds like a regular tune. 'Cause that sounds killer like that.
Yeah, it's cool with the octave. Yeah, actually, yeah. It's like write these down, guys. No.
Somebody take notes.
Well, I like it because it doesn't really. Most choruses I don't like because you lose your sense of the low end. I feel like this still has a. It has a really.
No, it does. Well, you still have the effect. It's still there.
Yeah.
We need some more riffs. He does still play that song, from what I understand. And isn't that the model Tab Benoit plays? He plays a thin line Telecaster, yeah. It's the same model, except Tab plays...
He does the thin line
burst.
Tele Deluxe, doesn't he, or no?
That's what this is.
Oh, yeah, that's what, yeah.
Yeah, Tele Deluxe thin line.
Yeah.
Tab plays the burst one. And this one's one of the natural ones. Sam just did some fret work on
If
it
he was
too.
younger,
So
he'd probably play it.
what's that?
So if he was younger, he would go for the non-thin lines. I feel like
I think
everybody
it's part-
that comes in with a thin line always says it's because they hit a certain spot and they're like, oh, I just wanted a really light guitar.
I think with him though, that's his. He's been playing
Oh,
those
yeah.
for forever. Like,
Yeah.
that's his signature shit,
Yeah. and
and they sound great because he just plays it like plugged into a whatever super or something like that. it played into a super or something like that. All right, give me a tuner. Let me tune up. Let me try this. Oh, I know the knobs are missing.
That's on it.
Hey, Joey, what's happening?
So with Joy helping out the Texas Toast guys all the time, do they have a Joy division?
Ah, that's.
I know. I've been around you too much for that one, but
Yeah, I was like, here.
it's right there.
The transformation is almost complete. Oh, you should have been around yesterday. We had James put on some DJ, and like there's these two people in in a white room with a bunch of plants.
In
playing
a
these
white
two-
room with black. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, with black plants, and it's just plants, and I just kept going on. I'm like, I don't know. There's some deep-rooted stuff going on here. I go, I don't know. I know if these jokes start getting tough, I'll just leave. That's you know, I just want to get right down to the root of it. You know, it just kept going on and on.
Yeah.
Gordo's like, oh fuck, man. You know, I can't help myself. Yeah, pokey sticks. Pokey
Yeah, they're
sticks.
good.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You want fuzz or no fuzz?
Hey, Texas Toast Guitars is here. Obviously, they're a part of the Guitar Primetime Extravaganza Bonanza, Bananarama. Do y'all know what the Joy Division was? I don't.
It was just there, and I said it, and I didn't really think it through.
And
So
there's
no,
a band
no, I don't.
called Joy
That's what I was
Division,
going
so-
off of. Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know what does Joy Division mean. Is that a real? Was there a Joy Division like Santa's Workshop? You know,
I don't know how. Well, yeah, I guess they're pretty joyful. They like their job.
They're
Those
elves.
little elves. They like
yeah,
their
they
job.
make cool stuff for children. So
Yeah, and they bring joy. That's true. Yeah, it works.
there could be something there. I don't know. But what is it? Let us know.
All right.
Oh, Premier Guitar and a rigged rundown with Tab Momoa. Short but very interesting.
Oh,
yeah, he
I'll have
doesn't
to
use a
watch it.
lot of stuff. I mean,
Well, yeah.
he's a killer player.
Anyway, fuzz, no fuzz.
Let's try No Fuzz
Okay,
first.
no fuzz. Woo. Oops.
Is the Volante giving any delay to that? Is that where the repeats are?
Oh,
coming
just a
from?
little bit, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's a habit. Ben said his ears will get accosted if he doesn't have a little delay and reverb in the signal there. So it's like a little bit of spring reverb and a little bit of echo from the delay
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? What does it sound without it though?
for Ben's dainty ears. It's pretty dry.
It's very dry.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Yeah. We're gonna turn up the intensity. It's getting more intense. Kind of too bad we couldn't do like the Star Trek thing. Like as things getting more intense, everything just starts shaking. But we just like fake it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa!
We're gonna go full 80s for a second. Whoa. Is that some vibrato there or just?
Oh, that sounded, hold on.
I think that's just the boost right now. I don't hear much of it.
But that boost alone sounds good.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't hear whenever it's in that setting. I really don't hear much other than the boost.
The boost sounds really good though.
Yeah, I guess that's so you could just use the boost if you wanted to just use the boost.
Boost sounds good. That just sound.
Actually sounds really cool for that.
Does sound good.
That's really good.
That sounds like Manic Mechanic kind of vibe. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Very good. Actually sounds good.
It does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
It sounds very 70s.
Yeah. That sounds good. Terry, Ike wears a raspberry beret. That's pretty funny. I gotta say, I'm not a chorus person, but I totally get it. Like, I totally get the appeal of this one. Yeah.
It's definitely got all that 70s kind of feel to it, though.
And Jacob and a Ghost popped in. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, what's happening, dude? So I thought you were totally different because I saw your post this morning on Denver musician page on Facebook or whatever, and I go, oh, I know him. And then somebody asked like, what's the name of your, or part of the thing was, you know, this is the name of my band, and so I clicked on it and I go, oh, it's
yeah.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you were somebody totally different.
Yeah.
He was in the store yesterday.
So if you're in Denver and you need a sound guy and you're into heavier stuff, well, not just heavy, but Jacob, yeah, most of the time when I run into Jacob, it's usually the heavy stuff.
The heavier stuff.
Yeah, but he actually has a pretty cool Instagram channel too. If you guys are into real ambient stuff, his use of reverbs is like, because I feel like I'm usually pretty good with like one reverb, but he does some pretty cool stuff in terms of layering them. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool because
So now I know.
yeah, and he was at the pedal swap
Yeah.
and all
For
that.
some reason, I had somebody else in my head that I thought it was somebody else.
Okay.
And then after that post this morning, I'm like, oh, burp, derp. So yeah, so now I know. Yeah, because it was funny. He came in yesterday and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we just had this exchange, like, "Wait, what? Huh?"
Oh.
Like we got totally stumbled up on the intro.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot how that
Are you
goes.
trying to do House in Chains? No. Oh.
No, I wish you were here. I just
Oh,
I
yeah,
drove
you were
so
in
long.
that. Yeah. It's kind of in that
Yeah.
vein. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close. I just don't remember.
Oh, and then Terry did say about Prince using a lot of Boss effects. That is true. He actually had an entire pedal board of just Boss stuff.
Oh yeah.
That and obviously the Boss flanger was his favorite because it was purple.
Well, he goes heavy on like Purple Rain. On the chorus.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying his favorite effect though that he had was the flanger because it was purple. But yeah, this chorus actually sounds really good. Obviously, I mean it's a classic for a reason, but it is kind of fun. It's interesting though because at some points it's like it's barely kind of doing much, and then when you finally hit a good spot, it's like wow, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah, it looks like it. We'll be back next week, and at some point actually we got to plug that beast in.
Which one? Oh yeah. We got to get the Space Echo in here. We'll get. I think within the next couple weeks, depending on what happens, we're gonna try to get this all tightened up. We got to get the camera back set up. We got some ideas for the. Well, this seems to work.
Well, yeah. Apparently,
So
last time last time I tried this, the feedback was incredible. So
Yeah. So
I guess
it's
it's
working
working.
right now. So
Yeah.
we might just leave it the way it is. If not, we will figure out how to do a lapel thing.
well, what's cool is like
at
now
least
they're
give it a
hearing the
chance.
direct line and the room mic, so they're kind of getting
A little
bit of
bass.
a better idea of what it's really doing. So
Yeah, because I like the way it sounds when we go direct.
Well, yeah, and if we can do it this way, this is way better. I never have to go.
Yeah,
over
well,
there
that
again,
way they
so,
get to
yeah.
hear us go, holy shit.
Well, maybe we
You
do
know?
mess around again with the LVX again, just because Ike hasn't had a lot of time with that, and we're finding more stuff with it. But I think if we have like a longer format one, it would be fun to revisit that one because that is one of those
Yeah.
pedals where like you just trip and fall into some shit, and you're like, oh, holy shit! 'cause-
Yeah, like, wow,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
But
yeah, maybe
anyway-
we'll revisit that one later.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're going to wrap it up. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, as always. If you have any questions, if you're on the website, you got any questions for any gear that we have, feel free to give us a call or email us at info@flipside-music.com. This is part of Guitar Prime Time. After this, go check out the boys over at Texas Toast Guitars, and then after that, go check out Dylan Talks Tone. And from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store, we are signing off, and we will catch you guys
On the flip side. All right. This is where it all falls apart.
This is, yeah,
Then I have to. Yeah, I was gonna say, then I still got to get up and do this.